Hi all. As we all know, kids are more and more getting online these days due to the situation, and not every parent is happy with the child sitting all day online and doing this and that. So I thought, why not I come up with some child friendly ideas that I show to parents rather than kids. Maybe parents see here and then they teach to their children how the particular activity has to be done. So some of these activities we have been doing here when the kids come here, and some would be obviously some will be add on as well. So today I'll be just starting with a simple activity. It's an onion printing activity. These are the materials you'll be needing. You may see the video and then teach to your children whenever you have free time. Even like if you don't have much of free time, if you're working on something, you can do it on weekends or something, but then prefer to do it with your child than making them sit on the video. Again, it depends more on your routine and all. So let's start now. Materials would be needed are like simple paints, like either you will take poster paints or acrylic paints, whatever available, no problem. For this activity, you can take white sheet also, but then roses I think would look much better, brighter on black, so I've taken a black sheet. You will start with the child. I'll just show you how you would start with your child, showing them, teaching them the activity. You'll start with lines. You'll say, let's draw a slant line. Like this is the onions you'll need is like this. Obviously, most of you all would be knowing. We need spirals, this kind. I've put a fork so the child can easily do this, and try to cut the onion straight, otherwise your flower may come half and half and all that. So this is one kind of shape, and this is another kind of shape you can take. Whichever convenient to you is okay. Or you can try both as well. So we'll start. If this is an A4, for example, we just ask the child to draw a slant line, a shorter one, and a sister one, and a baby one. Same way on this side also. Like this is a father one, this is a mother one, this is a brother one, and this is a sister one or baby one, whatever. And once the lines are done, slant lines in this formation, then we'll start with the printing. So we take the onion with a fork, and then we ask the child to dip it in the color. Okay, we don't want a lot of color on the onion, otherwise the flower won't be visible, the layers. Yeah. So I have dabbed it on the paper, and I have also mixed a little pink in this. So when on the palette, when you dab this in the red and then in the pink, and then do it on the rough paper first, see how it comes. Once you're sure that excess paint is gone, only then you dab it on the main paper, main sheet, right? So once you've done this, twist it a little, and then you can give one more over here, you can give one more probably over here. Okay, so usually kids go on doing, you don't have to tell them one more, they'll just go on doing. You won't even get a chance to tell them that stop please, or maybe actually sorry, do once more, they'll go on doing. So again I dip it in the red and a little in pink, and then dab it on the rough paper or on the palette. Then again, so it gives you a mixed effect of this thing, right? Yeah. Usually kids come up with their own innovative stuff, like they don't match with anyone. Theirs would be always out of the world kind of activity. I always admire when they do. Yeah. So one I'm leaving like this, and two I have done like that. Probably over here I'll take only one red. Okay, see, when you twist a little, it gives you a nice rose kind of pattern. One thing is that you have to twist, and the other thing is that it shouldn't have a lot of paint in the onion, so the layers come up really nicely. Yeah. And one last pink. I'll make one pink one. Yeah, looks fine to me. Now once this dries, then we'll put some pencil marks in that. That I'll show you at the end. We don't want to wait for it to dry, so we'll start with the petals now. And always keep a rough cloth with yourself, or a tissue paper. Cloth is better. So now, as you can see here, that we have taken light green and dark green in the palette, and alternatively you can take some yellow as well. Alright, so we'll randomly ask the child to dip in light pink, dip the pointer finger in that light green, and then dark green, and then light green, dark green, light green, dark green, light green, like that also it can be done. So random dark and light leaves we need. So either you can do it with fingerprinting, or you can do it with the brush. If the child is big enough, he or she can do it with the brush as well. And actually, if the child is like big enough, he or she can also try doing a landscape with different vegetables. It gives a nice pattern. So light and dark, we are going on and on. Okay, we don't want a lot of color in our finger or in the vegetable. Whenever we are dabbing, ensure that there is not much color. If there is a lot of color, it doesn't give a perfect effect as we need, like this and like this, the first ones. As the color reduces, there is some pattern, some design in that, see, that makes it look even more prettier, isn't it? So here's how it looks like after putting all the leaves, light and dark. Alright, fingerprinting we have done now. Now I've taken a brush, and I've taken a dark green over here where I have put light green fingerprints. I am taking dark green stem. Yeah, I'll just go through over it. Fine. The child may not be able to do it thin or in a straight flow, so that should be okay. You can ask them to do with the crayon as well if the kid is too small. The stems can be done with the crayon. The dark ones is done. Now I'll put a little light green on the other side where I have put dark leaves. So I may also take little yellow and mix in the dark green instead of wasting all dark green there. Yeah. So all the stems are done, all the leaves are done. Now with the simple brush we take green and yellow, or maybe you can take light green, dark green. I like yellow also, so I'll take yellow as well, and I'll just dip it like this. Okay, so you'll tell your child to just dip the brush over here like they were doing fingerprinting. In the same manner, brush dipping you can do. Okay, you can tell them that this is brush dipping we are doing over here for the flowers to look a little better. Alright, so one this way and one this way. Simple. Alright, you don't have to bother a lot about the shades, light and dark over here and there. It's fine. A little here and there is fine. Okay. Looks cute, isn't it? So this one is done. I'll show you one or two more that we have over here. So when your child is doing it, will look somewhat similar. Okay. This is with a round onion on white paper, and this only difference is that we have put some lead kind thing, some twisty turning curves we have put, yeah, like this. For this you don't have to do much, just hold your brush like this and it's like M, small letter M. Okay, and then over here, this is the another pattern that I showed you. This is done with this. Okay, 1 1 and 1, and this is with the round, same thing. So in this, what extra we can do is we can ask the child to put some dots, white dots on this. Okay, though this is a white sheet, it won't be that visible, and then I have not cared about the pattern much in this. Okay, onto this. Just close up a little so that you all can see properly. It's very random. The child will do like this way only. Okay, and into this. You can occasionally take brown or yellow as well. That will also look nice. Yeah. Done. That's it. So I'll show you one in this. See, on black it looks nice and is visible as well. Yeah. So it depends what background you are taking. Accordingly, you can decide which color you'll put the dots. If it's white, probably yellow or brown would look nicer. And if the background is black, the sheet is black, you can take white. This is like good activity for them. They can do on rough papers to see first and how it looks, and then do it on the fair one, so like they get engaged for a longer time. You know, looks nice. Yeah, fine. This is what we did today. Done for the day. Hope you all enjoyed seeing how we can do onion printing with the child. Actually, for the leaves, instead of fingerprinting, you can also ask them to do lady fingerprinting. So lady finger, if you cut off the crown and then you just go make them dip and dab, that will also look nice for the leaves. Yeah, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you so much.